Hey everybody, it's Angela and I am back with another project, and this is going to be kind of a mini album, smash book, junk journal type of thing, and I am just going to document this coronavirus lockdown that we're going through, and it's just something to kind of, as a scrapbooker, we're kind of all memory keepers. And so I really wanted to be able to put my memories in something and be able to look back on this because we're going to get through this and it's going to pass. And so, yeah, so I thought I'd go ahead and document some of it. I printed out some articles off the internet, things I thought were, pivotal or unique to my state or my town, things like that. And then also I went online. I printed out a bunch of just images and free digital downloads that other scrapbooking places were putting out, and I'll try to link all those in the description box. And then here are my photos that I've been taking throughout this, and then memes. Memes have been a really big part of this whole thing, and some of them, you've got to look at the humor. I'm not trying to make light of anything, but you have to try to find the humor in things. So I pulled out this Heidi Swap paper and this Recollections paper, and they're single-sided, really thin. So I'm going to use those in the interior of the notebook so that I don't bulk it up too much. But I'm going to use these double-sided scraps to put inside these little 3x3 pockets, because then I can glue a meme on each side of the double-sided paper and just slip it into those little page protectors. And then I had some full-size page protectors that went with this binder, and some that had like 4x6 and 3x3 pockets in them. So I believe this is a basic gray binder. The tabs are basic gray paper design, so I'm sure it must be. And it was just in my stash. And I am actually at the farm. This is the first video I've done here at the farm in this new little space I have. So I've pulled a lot of stuff that's been in storage for over a year, and most of it was old when I put it into storage. So this is a total stash dive. I don't even know what's in a lot of these things, so it's kind of fun to go through and pull old items. So in the full-size pockets here, I went ahead and just folded the news articles over, because some of I printed double-sided on the paper, and so someone can take them out and read them, and they're just kind of stapled together, and so I put those in the full pockets. And then this is a free printable from a scrapbooking company, and I will have to look that up and give you the name. And it just starts a timeline. And I am starting with March because that's kind of where my photos started, where I started wearing some personal protection, when I'd go into the grocery store, and where I started seeing, shelves getting empty. So I went ahead and just printed out the March timeline. And I'm going to put that kind of in the front of the binder. This is going to be loosely chronological, so I wanted to go ahead and kind of introduce kind of what this binder was about. Besides, I also put a collage on the front of the binder, saying what it was about. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I used some single-sided paper for that so it wouldn't bulk up the album too much. And here I am, I'm just kind of looking. I wrote the dates of things on the back of my photos, so I'm just kind of putting them in chronological order so I can kind of go through and scrapbook them in that order. And don't worry, my whole channel, it won't be just this. I will be doing just regular 12x12 layouts now that I have my camera and stuff set up here at the farm. I don't want to dwell on this too much because people, we need an escape and stuff, but as like I said, as scrapbookers, we kind of are memory keepers, so it's kind of nice to be able to document this. And so I have a glue stick. I don't have all my stuff here. We did decide to move our office down here in case there were travel restrictions. We wanted to be at the farm so we could get spring planting done. So we had to pack up and move a lot of our stuff, move our offices, move a lot of things that we would need for a while to be here at the farm. And so that was stressful, to be packing and moving at a time like this, and then trying to set up an office, trying to work remotely. Our internet's not that great here, our phone's not that great here, there's no cell service, so it's just a struggle, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this video from the farm. I may have to go into town somewhere and try to upload it or make other arrangements, but yeah, but at least I'm set up to film, so I can do that. And here I've taken my very first photo, was just a mask and some hand sanitizer that I started using back in March. And we started really early using that, mostly because my husband and I are delivering food to shut-ins, to family and friends that can't go to the store, so we're going to the store for them, and they're counting on us to be healthy and be able to get that to them. So yeah, we started wearing protective gear at that point. And there's the little collage that I put on the front. And that emoji with the mask was just a free download off the internet. There's a lot of free downloads out there. And then my second page here is just a picture of some flour that I was milling. A lot of our customers wanted extra flour going into this, and so we wound up with some people doubling their orders in March, and so I have been milling up a storm trying to meet all the orders and stuff. So yeah, we usually work with bakeries and wholesalers, but we're trying to work with a grocery store because there's a shortage of flour on the shelves for people, and we don't have all the packaging and stuff for that, and we didn't have any store customers. So we're working with a store here near us that we can hopefully get our flour into grocery stores to take up some of the slack. And we've been doing local sales this whole time, but yeah, we want to be able to get product out to people who need it. So we're currently working on that. So as far as doing our day jobs and growing stuff at the farm, we're trying to increase our flour milling capabilities and stuff, and move all at the same time. It's been a great time. So anyhow, that current events card, I believe that is by Dunia Designs, and I will put a link to her free digital downloads in the description box. So that was another free download that I got. So yeah, again, I'm just pulling old stickers and things like that from my stash, and this will use up a lot of my stash, which is kind of nice. It's a total stash dive and kind of fun to see some of that old stuff. So these are some pictures of a few things. We went and bought a couple things for the freezer. As you know, I can and root cellar and freeze and dehydrate. Yeah, so I've got a lot, but there was a few things that I didn't have. I don't have a lot of processed food like bacon and sausage. So we just went to like a cash and carry and just bought these 3 items here, and I divvied them up and vacuum sealed them into portions and put them in the freezer. So that was about all we did, as far as our shopping here. So I wanted to go ahead and document that. Didn't go crazy or overboard. And then I decided that, I have a lot of alpha stickers, and I thought, this would be a great time to use up a lot of these. So I'm going to kind of label each page with a title just to use up a lot of these stickers. Now this one I didn't have quite all the stickers I needed, so I'm having to kind of cut them up and assemble a few letters that I was missing. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do that on each page and use up some of these old alpha stickers. So I'm just trying to get those somewhat straight on there. So I'm liking that. And then on this one, I'm going to use these small tile stickers. I think these are Kaisercraft. I can't quite read what's on the bottom of the sticker sheet there, but I didn't have quite enough letters. I was going to do it all in this dark blue, but then I realized I wasn't going to have enough E's because I wanted to do for the freezer. So I go ahead and do for the in the dark, and then I've just put freezer in the light, because I'm not trying to make this matchy or artsy or anything like that. This is just kind of a quick documenting style that I use. Just I sort of kind of bring colors together that I think would look nice, but yeah, I don't spend too much time overthinking or planning or any of that. So there's that page done. And then here are some of the stickers that I had pulled out. Some of these are duplicates from my normal scrap room. When I'd buy stuff at Tuesday Morning where they had several sheets, I'd bring a duplicate sheet to the farm and stuff. So now I'm looking through to see what my next page is going to be. And I found this little article I had printed out about our state of Oregon officially announcing like the first coronavirus patient. But I realized it said February because it was the very end of February that we had our first case here in Oregon. So I thought, you know what, I kind of want to do this in chronological order. So I decided to go ahead and put it back here kind of as almost like the intro page to this binder. Even though on the outside, you know, it says what it is, but this is kind of like the first patient. So I'm going to go ahead and mat this. And I do leave some of my searching through my stash in here because, I don't know, sometimes I enjoy seeing some of the older supplies that people have and stuff like that. So I went ahead and left a little bit of that in here for those of you who are into that kind of stuff like I am. But yeah, let me know if it's too much and I can, you know, edit more of it out. Again, these are free printables. Let's see, I think I have a list here of who some of these are. I got free printables by Designs by Amara, Dunia Designs, In a Creative Bubble, and Wild Whisper. So I'm using those throughout. I'm just going to put Coronavirus 2020 on here. And it's weird how some of these stickers, I can find ones, even though they're like all these happy phrases or whatever, I can still find phrases within sticker packs that will actually work for this situation. You know, I can't put I love this or anything like that, but there's other things that will still work. So I'm liking that. And then I'm going to go on to my next photo. Was the first time I had gone into the grocery store and saw a shelf empty. And that was, I believe, the toilet paper and the hand sanitizer area that everyone bought out. And I have no idea why people are hoarding toilet paper. It just seems weird to me, but yeah. So if everybody just bought some, there'd always be some available. It seems strange. But anyhow, I understand about not wanting to go to the store very often and buying some extras so that you can go a couple extra weeks and stuff. And so that makes sense to me. So a lot of shelves were starting to have empty spots, so I wanted to document that. And the, I think that's the Wild Whisper free download that says keep calm and don't hoard and has the toilet paper. So I wanted to include those on there. And I kept moving them around and moving them around. And then I was like, oh heck, you know, it just really doesn't matter. Just glue it down there. So I go ahead and I'm not going to mat that one. Some of the things I mat and some of them I don't. I think it depends on how much is on the page or if I just want to introduce more colors and things like that. Like I said, I'm trying not to overthink it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll talk about here how people hoarded toilet paper and stuff like that. So I find this sticker that says right now. And then I think about using those big blue ones, but then these purple ones kind of matched that keep calm and don't hoard, kind of is a purpley color. So I thought I'd go ahead and use these. And I'm just going to put empty shelves. It says right now, empty shelves. So it's fun to be able to use up some of these letter stickers. Oh, I guess I do the shelves in this other font. And yeah, it's just, you know, this is kind of an unprecedented thing that we're going through. And so it's just brought up a lot of strange things in our lives that, we've never really had to deal with before. And so I wanted to be able to put that in a certain spot and document it. So now that I've got that page done, I'll do all my verbiage down the left-hand side. I'm just going to go ahead and put the date. I'm trying to remember to date everything. And then this is pretty much all I'm going to do for this portion of the video. I'm going to stop here, and I'm just kind of looking and seeing what my next layout's going to be. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions or anything, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and be safe. Bye.